I guess like we want to like kind of address these other part of like content creators and like kind of struggle for the content creators as well. There's a lot of Twitters, a lot of newsletters out there. I think I'm subscribed to at least like 20. Like, and
Yeah,
at the end of the day, it's a bear market, so everyone's kind of like everyone's doing the same letters. Everyone's doing the same content.
yeah,
After you read five, you're like, okay, like I know roughly 99% of the content that's going to be covered in the next 25 newsletters. So I think um
yeah,
I think a lot of that is just due to the just lack of there. It's like crypto has an interesting issue where I think you always have more VCs than like builders, and you always have more content creators than builders. It's a very
yeah. That's right.
interesting issue, I think. So I don't know from your perspective, like yeah, like what's the what do you see it as like like a vision for content creation and some of these research, and I guess like going further than that, is there like you know do you see a future with like some of the monetization and like through content creation, or is this like a means to do something else?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a bit of a saturation kind of happening. There's so many, like you said, that and it ends up being very similar content. So the real challenge is trying to find some sort of niche that you're really good at and like isn't being talked about a lot.
Yeah.
I think really good. I can't remember who sort of talked about it, but it's called like the blue ocean theory, where instead of fighting in the red ocean where there's um, lots of people that are fighting for the same market, try and find your own blue ocean
Yeah,
where there's
yeah,
no one
it's a
else that's
very
competing
famous
for
book.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
um, yeah, and it's like that's the challenge really for content creators, is to be um, be sort of different so that people will be engaged.
yeah.
But I think they're definitely required, like just for adoption, overall, and um, it's a pretty technical sort of a lot of these protocols and stuff is super detailed and technical, and they need some way of attracting people to use them, and that's sort of the value of content creators, I think, as well as um, stuff that I like to talk about around research and um, doing that kind of stuff to help sort of help give people the tools that they can make it in this sort of industry,
Right.
and make, if they really do enjoy it, and give them the tools to succeed. But at the end of the day, you just got to like sort of provide value. If you provide value to people, and people are getting benefits out of it, then you're going to grow your audience quite quickly.
Right.
But it is for sure like getting quite saturated, I think, in terms of the market. Um, so it's going to be more and more challenging for content creators to stand out from the rest of the crowd, and gain followers. But I think naturally, as I think I saw some interesting graphs. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Benjamin Cohen. He has like a social metrics chart where he shows like YouTube views and Twitter subscribers and stuff,
Mm.
and they're all still way down from 2021. So like a lot of the retail has sort of exited the market, and they still haven't come back.
Yeah.
So I think once that picks back up during the next kind of really big bull run,
Yeah.
that will flood the market again with lots more, eyeballs,
Yeah.
lots more people that are looking for content.
Yeah.
But until then, yeah, we're all fighting for the same small audience, pretty much. It's only really probably the hardcore
Content.
gens and
I feel
people.
like okay. I feel like content is also very PvP.
Yeah,
It's
oh,
very
100%. It is.
PvP. Yeah, like that's one
Yeah,
thing we realize as well. I think we're trying to create like within our crypto Illuminati like a like DGen research circle. Like we onboarded like a 2025 different like contributors right now. We call them interns, but they're not paid, so they're contributors. So they're like creating content. They're like we're doing workshops on creating content and things like that. Like we're our hope for like Illuminati is to like have like more like smart degens that are kind of coming out of their woodworks through the
Mm.
platform, and like hopefully they meet up within the platform or within the like the I guess collective, and do something of their own, and like that begets more kind of like a brand power and whatnot, right? So it's kind of the vision
Yeah.
for Illuminati right now. But yeah, I feel like
Oh,
in terms of like the whole content space, like we're also like you know we've been running it for about a year, almost like year and 4 months, 5 months now. Yeah, almost year and a half. And we get discouraged a lot when like the numbers drop. Like on some of those posts that we've been working on, or like it doesn't perform as well, and like we just keep on pushing it, right? It's like it's consistency, but it's also discouraging if the numbers don't really go up. And like I don't know if
yeah.
we're doing something wrong, or I don't know if we should be doing something else.